get down to brass tacks, gentlemen.
This is it. The American dream.
Let's just cut the crap and get down to brass tacks here.
This is it. The American dream.
Let's get down to brass tacks here.
This is it. The American dream.
But let's get to brass tacks here.
Need to fucking practice, Randy.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Brass Tacks Podcast, episode 105. We are your hosts, Rick and Adam. My name is Rick.
Yas, Queen.
Oh, shit, he nailed it this time. That's Adam. Rabbi Red Eye is out today. He overdosed. We don't know if he'll be back or not, but yeah, he's in trouble. And intern Logan.
He overdosed on
what?
He overdosed on blue pills.
Oh boy. And then intern Logan, they found too much CP on his computer, so he's in trouble too. Whether or not they'll be back remains to be seen, but it's a beautiful stormy day here in Myrtle Beach. I don't know how it is up there in your neck of the woods, Adam.
It's supposed to rain later. It's getting overcast.
Yeah.
60s.
I've been enjoying this nice little thunder fest we've had going on. It's all shitty outside right now, which means it's going to be all humid and shit tomorrow, and hopefully the rain continues, but I feel like I'm losing my voice. Anyway.
Thunder rolls.
Yeah. And the lightning strikes.
It's a deep song.
I never was a big Garth Brooks guy, but I'll be damned if that song isn't the shit.
It's not.
That song's about cheating on his wife, isn't it?
Is it? I don't know.
I think so.
What's his name?
If I remember correctly, Garth Brooks, like all men of means, or I guess most men in general, he was running around on his wife and he ended up getting caught, and that's not a good thing to do when you're worth millions of dollars.
He still sells out stadiums.
Well, it's fucking Garth Brooks, dude. It's not like Kenny Chesney or somebody wearing his little puka shell necklace.
What's his actual name?
Garth Brooks?
Yeah.
That's not his name?
No. He made an album like with his real name or something.
Oh shit!
He was like goth or something.
What?
You don't remember that?
No. Oh, whoa! His name's Garth Brooks, but his first name is Troil.
Oh, there's an album he
Garth
made like
Brooks.
maybe it was like his alter ego or something, where
it's just Garth from Wayne's World.
Yeah, he was like a goth guy.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. I never heard about that.
It's true.
What do you mean it's true? He made a goth album?
Yeah.
I don't think that's true.
He didn't wear a cowboy hat. He dyed his hair black and stuff.
What?
I'm looking it up.
Hold on. Harry Boothole says Chris Gaines.
That's it. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh my God. No way. He looks like Chris Angel.
Yeah, he does.
Oh shit. Hold on. Let me pull this up over here so that the folks can see it at home. I was not expecting this.
Yeah,
Damn,
I told you.
son. Okay, hold on. Let me pop this over so everybody can see this shit. Yo, he looks pensive.
He actually
Chris
looks like
Gaines.
Zoolander.
Yeah, he does.
You know? Ben Stiller.
Dude, how did I not know about this, and how did he get away with this?
I mean, I don't think he really did. It was a fleeting thing.
So wait, what came first, Garth Brooks or Chris Gaines?
Garth Brooks came first. He just was trying to mix it up. He got bored, I think. And
what's with that fucking soul patch?
It's goth. It's country goth. That's.
It says greatest hits, so he was Chris Gaines long enough to have a greatest hits.
I don't know if that's true, but
West of Waterford podcast says he looks like an effeminate Danzig. Yes, he does. And be careful, because Danzig is a very litigious man. He'll sue the pants off you.
Who's Danzig?
you know Danzig from Misfits. Fucking here, let me show you Danzig real quick. That's Danzig. It's Danzig, motherfucker. You know who Danzig is.
I don't know if I do.
Well, you do now.
Okay.
He sues the shit out of people a lot. Or at
For
least in
what?
the past he did. For all manner of shit, dude. He used to try to like he kind of tried to do you know how Gene Simmons was trying to like trademark words and shit like that so that he could charge people for using certain words. He would do like cunty stuff like that. He was that type of guy.
You know, Gene Simmons copyright or established copyrights to the money bag symbol.
Yes, exactly. That type of shit.
I mean, how do you make that up?
It's too on the nose. It's like that 5-ish shit. I still have trouble believing that that's like a real thing, that
It's real.
Someone created that and wasn't poking fun at the
No.
at the stereotype, as it were.
It's for the Hasids. The Hasids eat that up.
Well, I know that now. So the first thing I wanted to get into today was like, it's very rare that you see any new Opie and Anthony drama or anything unfolding. And so I saw this today just, by sheer coincidence. I was looking through crap to show today. And
I saw this.
yeah, so this was the title of this video is Opie Gets Jocktobered by Anthony Cumia and Who Are These Podcasts, which I've never heard of. Who Are These Podcasts?
They're out of Rochester, New York.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so I guess Anthony Cumia came on there, and yeah, I guess it was revealed that Opie Hughes has Lyme's disease right now.
He's claiming he does.
Yeah, which I mean, the dude's a pathological liar and just a fat-titted nobody. Like
he's an idiot.
Yeah, the dude's a jackass. But I guess we can play some. We can play a little bit of this. Let me pop this over.
Who are these podcasts?
So Opie has Lyme disease. Did you know this?
Opie's hairline,
Opie has Lyme
dude.
disease.
I didn't know that.
So he didn't do a live show since the one from the pub there, Gebhard's, that he did with the Pod Squad. So he just finally put out a new episode.
Well, I guess when you're out in the fucking Hamptons under a bridge in the weeds, doing your show, there's nothing but ticks and gnats around you. That's exactly what will give you Lyme disease.
Yo, I want to say right now, Opie looks like Lady Di. Opie's starting to look just like Lady Di with that red face and that hairline.
A little bit, but I think he gets it from fishing outside or some weird shit.
Isn't he also just very Irish or something, or like?
I would assume
some kind of extremely Caucasian descent.
Yeah.
It's about how he's had multiple ticks just this year. Because this is he's podcasting.
I can't say I've ever had a tick.
Deer den. Is that what they call them? I don't even know.
Oh my God! It's about time a parasite sucked shit out of him.
I'll tell you some secrets about ticks.
Oh, you got secret tick tips?
Yeah, to avoid ticks and mosquitoes, what we do is just bite off match heads, which are basically sulfur. And yeah, you eat those, and you'll never get bit by a tick or a mosquito when you're out in wooded areas.
What?
Mm-hmm.
You eat sulfur, essentially, is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it works. And also take garlic pills.
The garlic thing I could see. I mean, I've never had a tick either, but I've been out in the woods a shitload in my life, but I don't know. I've never consumed sulfur or anything like that. Harry Boothole says Opie is the worst. I'm inclined to agree with you there, sir. I'm gonna play some more of this audio, and I'm gonna look up this whole match eating thing.
So this is Opie. He finally does a new episode, and he really wants to. So Stuttering John's doing shows in Florida, as we know now, and Opie is putting out his bid to house sit for Stuttering John while John's away.
I could chase rats. I could kill mice. I could squish cockroaches.
You're hired.
He's a Warner Brothers cat. What the fuck is he talking about?
I might have taken it out of context a little bit.
I could eat a Tweety bird. I can. What is he fucking?
I could chase a roadrunner. I could use Acme TNT. I don't know why I always go
I don't
to
like
Stuttering
this.
John.
Who
Anyway,
are these podcast guys?
It's such a fun impression.
I can't help it. Anytime I'm saying something stupid, I just go into the John thing.
Yeah, Stuttering John.
All right, so I picked up on something with Opie, and I don't know if you picked up on this. I'd love to get E-Rock's take on it, but there's something that's going on, and I believe
who wants E-Rock's take on anything?
I don't think he used to do this on the O&A show. He has this cadence now, and I think it has to do with him talking by himself. He's not interesting, so he's trying to make it interesting with his cadence and with the way he talks. But I put together this super clip, and this is all just from this episode that we just listened to. He's kind of like Aziz Ansari of podcasting. And what I mean by that is,
I feel like Anthony's doing some
Aziz
serious
Ansari
charity
has
work with
thing in his
this
stand-up.
podcast.
And as soon as this was pointed out to me,
he's done
I
a
couldn't
few
watch his
shows
stand-up
with him
anymore.
before.
Aziz does this thing where he's like, ba-ba-da-ba-da, and then ba-ba-da-ba-da, and da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
All right. Well, first of all, Opie's done that throughout his entire career. I mean, who can forget him taking Ron Bennington's emphasis of the S's every single show after, like, all right, Ron Bennington would be like, oh, you like the steaks, and just drag out that S. Did Opie not start doing that for
I'll tell you
the
this
rest
also.
of his career?
He also stole.
Let's go ahead and say it.
He stole Brother Man from Brother Weeze.
Yeah. Is this thing on? One of the greatest wedding stories ever.
Yeah, he stole Brother Man, like, all that kind of stuff from Brother Weeze when he worked with him.
Right. No, Opie's just always been like a fucking hack. He's a chameleon. He's like a thief chameleon. It's like he just jumps from one relevant reference to another, I guess is the way to put it. He has no personality of his own, which I guess is why he's walking around in obscurity doing. Is he still even with what's that label that had him? That one that
No, he's not. He's not.
Okay, I was gonna say that one label or that one production company that like any podcast can get on. And didn't they send him like a field recorder as his microphone?
I don't know if they did, but yeah, he's not with anyone at this point.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I don't understand networks in general. Like, unless it's a group of friends or a group of shows that are similar, like, why would you sign to a network or anything like that? Because, the first thing they're going to do is start augmenting your content or start telling you, like, oh, this is the direction you should go in, or, oh, you should... Like joining a network, in my opinion, that's not for people who give a fuck about broadcasting or anything. That's for people who can't stand the thought of not being recognized or noticed, or like they can't stand not having attention or some bullshit like that. Like people that get on TikTok and shit, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck what the dance trend is or what? I hate that everything nowadays has to be a challenge too. It's like, oh, here's the spit on your fist and fuck your sister's butt challenge or something stupid like that. Everything has to be a challenge.
Well, TikTok is a Chinese government-owned company that's used to subvert American society, to dumbing them down to retards that watch fucking woke people.
They're doing a goddamn good job of it.
They certainly are.
Gotta give them that.
Have you ever, speaking of, have you ever seen the movie The Net?
Uh-uh.
With Sandra Bullock?
No.
All right. Never mind. Call in if you've seen The Net. It's a good movie.
Let's see. Harry Boothole says Opie and Todd from Scott and Todd show team up. And then West of Waterford Podcast says Mr. Microphone, he's a millionaire educated in radio, yet he's doing what the former HVAC guy should be doing. Yeah, I've never heard of Mr. Microphone. Have to check him out. But it's just...
He's been doing it since he was 18, so...
Yeah, is he still waiting for his tits to come in?
Yeah.
I know I am.
He's been doing radio.
Yeah, that's another thing I don't understand. Like some people, like that's another thing that pisses me off about any profession. People think that like time served in a specific industry means that you have a talent or that you have any type of wisdom or insight at all. kind of like my old creepy roommate. You know, he thinks that because he's been walking the earth for 70 years, he's some fucking sage-like wizard who has all this knowledge and shit to share, when the exact opposite is true. He's an old codger who's irrelevant and is just a mark for his own family and those around him.
And he's it's questionable.
In many different regards, he's questionable.
It was like this build up to like the punchline type of thing. I mean, I saw Aziz after Jim Norton at this amphitheater in Toronto, and we walked out.
You say amphitheater?
Like, it's not going to get funnier.
Probably.
It's not going to get funnier than this. So
it's not, well, first of all, the funniest thing.
Also, who's going out to see Aziz Ansari?
No one, but I would definitely go out to see the Jim Norton again.
Oh, fuck
yeah!
Fucking
I heard
awesome.
that. I'm just like, that's gold.
Agreed. So this is what I mean, though, by Opie is the Aziz Ansari of podcasting. He does this ramp up thing to like his high squealy voice thing.
Yep.
You know. So here's the examples.
And if that doesn't go, if that goes, I should say, untreated, that could be problematic in your life. And everyone was like, I don't think you have anything to worry about. But as the days went on, this damn fucking thing started spreading. And then all of a sudden, it was a bullseye. And then my doctor said, you know what, we got to put you on the, what did he put me on? The doxycycline.
Lithium.
So the kid is fighting Lyme disease.
Fentanyl.
What the fuck? Yeah, so this started with that spicy chicken sandwich that wreaked havoc on the other end of my body.
You know what? I don't think he's doing Aziz Ansari. I think he's doing the Bob Kelly. Because Aziz Ansari, he has like that, you know, and then Bob Kelly's kind of doing, like, Opie's doing more of a Bob Kelly where he's like, what the fuck? You know, like the large exaggerated exclamation at the end. Not the...
Kinda, yeah.
Either way, Opie's ripping off other people's shit again. In his what? Isn't he like almost 60 now?
I would think they've got, I mean, if not 60, pretty close to it, yeah.
Dude, did Jim Brewer not kill it on the Anthony Cumia show recently?
I've turned a leaf on Jim Brewer.
Yeah.
He is now my hero.
Yeah.
Of all time.
Yeah, we don't have time to show, what was it, like a 2-hour segment or something like that?
2 hours, and Anthony never goes 2 hours.
Ever, yeah. So if you guys want, like, or if you haven't seen it already, check out the Compound Media YouTube channel and look at the Jim Brewer segment on, or look at Jim Brewer on the Anthony Cumia show, because he just red pillin', sir.
Oh, dude, he's throwing them at people, man.
Yeah, base boy. That's enough of Greg Opie Hughes. I think that's enough. I just wanted to tell everyone that Opie's got Lyme's disease.
He's a millionaire. He should get a better haircut.
Dog, he's still trying to be an everyman. You already know, dude. He's trying to I don't know, continue to be a man about town and shit like that. He's trying to be this down to earth guy. Like, who can forget all the videos of him in his brother's restaurant, you know, just sitting at a booth with a terrible microphone, and you can barely hear the conversation. And it's just the only reason anyone ever watched that was for the guests that would come on, and also the chef Ruiz that passed away recently. I forgot his name again.
Carl?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, I never watched a whole lot of Opie shit, obviously, but Harry Boothole says the Pizza Man saga will forever be hilarious. Yeah, it's hilarious, and it's also enraging, man. If I had somebody harassing me and my family to that extent for that long of a period of time, holy shit. That's another thing too. Jim Brewer has control. If I had millions of dollars at my disposal and some guy was harassing my family, I would have a lot less control than Jim Brewer did in that situation.
Oh my God. That Pizza Man story is fucking epic, though.
Yeah. It's a saga.
Just an insane Italian guy.
Yeah. Hey. I can't do a good Italian impression.
That wasn't going anywhere, but
I fucking suck. Either way, it wasn't going to be very sensitive of an impression.
No, Baba da Boopy.
This has nothing to do with anything, but I thought this was kind of funny. This is a video of some little shit ass going into a Target bathroom, and he You know those little what are those water enhancers that you can fire into a cup of water or something, stir it around and give it some kind of flavor?
Yeah.
Those things. He takes whatever flavor it is, but it's like a red syrup. Check out what he does to this bathroom. Such a little piece of shit. It looks just like blood.
What a shit lord.
I would be so upset if this happened to me, but like I can remember myself as a young teen. That's something that I would have absolutely jumped at the opportunity to do. We obviously didn't have water enhancers as you know, when I was a teenager. It was just called soda or what have you.
Yeah. So I don't know. The guy's kind of a piece of shit.
Well, yeah, he's definitely a piece of shit, but the fact that he's like a youngster, it's forgivable.
Do we know he's a youngster? The guy could be 30 years old.
No, he's not. It was
this is probably on TikTok, isn't it?
No, I found this on Reddit.
Oh, okay.
Apparently he and his little bastard friends go around doing shit like this to try to basically they're just trying to get views, you know. It's all about the attention, Adam. It's all about getting attention.
Corey Feldman said it best. What's up with the youth?
I don't know. What's up with manspreading? Can you tell me that? You want to see an absolutely infuriating ad? This made me so upset. We're gonna play this video and then I'm gonna show you some comments because one dude rules it all. One dude in the comments just fucks up this entire thing. Here you are, ladies and gentlemen. It's the anti-manspreading chair. With this very laid-back music. It says the project called...
Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute.
What?
So women are the inverse. They're allowed...
Yeah, you got to let the you got to let the video play because it talks about that. Like I'm gonna read the shit at the bottom here, because yes, they do get into that. There is a male version of this and a female version of this, which also calls into questioning the motives of this company, because where are the chairs for all the other genders and, you know, distinguishments and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this was conceived by an artist and designer, whatever her name is. It says, who created 2 chairs to combat the phenomenon of manspreading. One of the chairs forces men to sit with their knees together. Sorry, I'm reading this at the rate that it's coming up. While the other seat encourages women to take up more space. The designer does not suggest that the chair will forever fix manspreading, but it's a way to keep the conversation going. What conversation? About a problem that many women face daily. So yeah, basically, it's nonsense, obviously. One chair is very narrow and forces the man to sit with his knees together, while the other chair has a wooden block, like a wedge in between, like right in the middle of the chair, so it forces women to keep their legs open. You can go with your mind where you'd like to go with that. But what caught my eye was one of the comments here by a man named Andrew Stickney. He says, I would sit in the woman's chair and say I identify as a woman.
Yes.
Boom. Done. Right then and there. Done.
Yeah, they've been red pilled at that point. But what I don't understand what they're trying to achieve. If you're trying to achieve equality where everyone doesn't spread their legs, that's one thing.
Right.
But you're just saying men should keep their legs closed, women should open their legs.
Right.
By the way, also, we have hanging genitals.
Exactly. There
our
are
genitals
anatomical
hang off our body.
Yes.
Our legs would you have a hole. You could
Careful.
You can move your legs closer. Well, yeah.
There's 2 down there.
All the cis women, you know, born with female genitalia, not the men that identify as women.
Right.
But
right.
Yeah.
I think the proper term is gash. If I'm
slit.
Slit. Okay, so my bad.
That's the medical term for it.
Gotcha. The fist hole, I believe, is what it's commonly referred to in medical circles.
Toilet.
Toilet. The wee sheath. We need to stop. But yeah, I guess, and then there's like, basically, again, you can usually rely on YouTube comments to kind of bring reality back into the argument, because this one right here says anti-sexist chair fights sexism with even more sexism.
Right.
It's just, and to me, it says, what's the bitch's name that created this? It was like Layla something. You can bet money that this is just some white bitch with too much time on her hands who's got probably some fucking old money from her family to do these little projects or whatever. You know how much we love projects on this show.
Yeah, this is Lena Dunham type of shit.
That's Lena Dunham on that chair right there, stressing it the fuck out.
No, that chick looks way better than Lena Dunham.
Sitting next to David Spade. Or not, or some other person who's funnier. Fuck yourself, Adam.
Oh, no, there's that movie, because with Drew Barrymore where she goes back to high school.
I wouldn't know, dude. Why do you know that?
Because he looks like the teacher from that movie, actually. Which also in itself is a creepy movie. Like, she goes back to high school and like hooks up with the teacher.
That sounds
like teacher thinks she's a 18-year-old or whatever.
Sounds like a Van Halen song.
Also,
what
are dykes, by the way?
What are?
All the women sitting on these chairs are dykes.
You don't know that.
I mean, if they're not dyke, they're okay. They're ugly and fat, except for one.
Is that true? Hold on. Okay. That was not
like, except for one.
I was gonna say that wasn't a good. Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like a much more masculine version of one of my exes. Yeah, I don't know, man. I didn't,
all the men are extremely effeminate.
I'm just wondering, is this chair for sale or is this? You
ever heard of Mashable?
I've heard of Mashable. I don't know exactly.
Yeah, like they're a bizarre company. They do like tech reviews and stuff too, which is weird.
Yeah, this is very odd. Anyway, whatever. Moving along, we've got a very creepy Craigslist ad that I saw. This right here, whether it's fake or not, is just hilarious. I really love these things. So this was an ad for a 1-bedroom, fully furnished. It's in Beverly Hills, adjacent. So it's not quite in the Hills, but it is adjacent. So it says here in all caps, of course, so you know this person's very sane. I am a good-looking multiple property owner and movie producer, and I reserve a few of my smaller units for a song to those who are in great need. What does that mean, for a song to those who are in great need? If you are a natural-looking person that is currently homeless and thus living sofa to sofa on the streets, in your car, and or shelter, then I will get you housed today. Pay nothing now, as the first 2 months are complimentary. All utilities, including Wi-Fi, is covered in full by me. There are no credit checks. I am a looky-loo and a touchy-feely, and you must have no qualms in letting me watch and touch you when you shower, pee, and poop. And I massage you in the nude. Okay. You must be a submissive person in addition to being totally natural-looking. You must be devoid of tattoos, rings, and piercings, except for your earlobes. You must have your natural color hair and no highlights. You must have
Is this Buffalo Bob?
It sounds like it. This is very odd. You must have your full complement of pubic hair. This might be you, Adam. Adam enjoys a good muff.
Totally do, actually, yes.
I don't understand that. How do you like pubic hair like that?
It's natural, dude.
I get that it's natural, but like I'm kind of a germaphobe. I don't know. Hair to me is dirty. Like I like
stop banging fucking trash. That, I mean, what do you mean? If they take showers, what does it matter?
Still, that's the thing. Germophobia is not a reasonable thing. It's a psychological thing. So when I see a lot of hair around a vagine, I'm on, or a lot of, actually I shouldn't even say vagine. I should say if I see a lot of hair in general, like even me having long hair previously before I got it cut, if I didn't wash it like pretty regularly all the time, like I would just feel very dirty. Like even though I know you can go a while without washing your hair, and it's not like my hair is filthy or anything like that, I would still just feel really uncomfortable with it. Or like right now I've got some stubble going on. This makes me uncomfortable. Like I need to shave this off ASAP because I don't like this shit.
It's a shame, dude.
But it says here, you must have your full complement of pubic hair with never ever shaving, trimming, or shaping. I have a lucrative part-time paying side job if you so desire. Can only imagine what that is.
Oh, God.
He says, I do not respond to emails, so calls only at any time. Or, I'm sorry, calls only any time. In fact, this landline accepts no pages, faxes, or texts. Mark Weiss. He uses a name, a full name. And I Googled Mark Weiss. It comes up the name of a television producer, if I'm not mistaken. And it said here in this ad that he's a movie producer or whatever the fuck. But right here, let me see if I can find a picture of this cat. Yeah, so this is Mark Weiss. This guy right here with the very delicate eyes. It's a pubic boy.
Yeah, but it's obviously not him. I mean,
well, no, I would think, I would hope not, but that's the thing. I mean, you never know. You never fucking know with these people.
What do you mean, these people?
Creepy Craigslist people. What do you mean?
Oh, I don't know. I thought you were talking about like people like Jeffrey Epstein.
Financiers?
Yeah. Harvey Weinstein,
rapists?
People like that. Yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm not going to sit here and call Mark Weiss a rapist by any stretch of the imagination because, again, a very litigious people. I'm talking solely about producers and financiers.
Oh, I thought you meant, child molesters are litigious.
No. Generally, it's often the opposite. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I've got some pretty good shit that I want to get into. So let's get into some bad news.
Good God.
Well, I've got some good news and some bad news.
Okay, give me the bad news.
What's the bad news?
They're dead.
This whole thing fucking sucks. I mean, this is the biggest pile of shit.
All right. So, Chet Hanks is back. Thank God. Just when we need him the most, this fucking guy. I don't know how Hank is handling this. Like, if I had a kid like this, I would do everything within my power to try to distance myself from him, or at least, like, I feel like Chet Hanks is the type of guy, if his dad was like, yo, let's make a deal. I'll give you X amount, millions of dollars to just shut the fuck up and disappear. Go live your life. You know what I mean? And just quit making an ass of yourself. I think he would take it.
I'll say this, though. Hands down, best looking Hanks. That's definitely the most handsome Hanks out of all of them.
You think so?
Hey, what? Colin Hanks is better looking than him?
I'm not saying that. I think, like, in general, are you talking about physical attractiveness?
I'm saying, I'm saying he's a handsome guy compared to the rest of the Hanks family.
I would say Tom Hanks isn't a bad looking dude.
Okay, well, you can do a side by side. He's clearly better looking than his father.
Well, I don't know. I think Tom Hanks has like a regal look to him. That could just be the money. That could just be the fact that he, charmed the pants off of Nixon or whatever the hell. But I don't know. Let's watch Chet Hanks here, because he has. I'm just gonna play the video. Fuck it.
I suggest to all my followers, you guys set an appointment and get the vaccine first thing. Psych!
Chet Hanks, son of Tom
Nice.
Hanks and Rita Wilson, is downplaying the coronavirus as the flu. In a new Instagram video, the eldest son of the Hollywood couple shared his anti-vax stance and adds that he's tired of wearing masks during the pandemic. The video starts by
I've never seen him wear one.
encouraging people to trust the long-standing science around the vaccines and falsely claiming that he had COVID-19 himself.
I think it's important for me to say, like, I got the vaccine. I think everybody should. I think it's really important, like, that we all do this just as, like, citizens, as Americans. We have to look out for each other and get under control, guys.
He then immediately pivots to mocking his initial comments, which echoed the sentiments of other Hollywood stars and his parents around the importance of vaccination.
Or maybe that's a little coke rock.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I never had COVID. You ain't sticking me with that motherfucking needle. It's the motherfucking flu.
He concluded, if you're in danger, stay your ass inside. I'm tired of wearing a mask. Both Tom Hanks and Wilson were among the first Hollywood actors at the start.
All right, I'll give it to you right here in this picture. Tom Hanks looks like he smelled a fart.
Oh, so regal.
You know, no, he's looking off into the distance. He's seeing his fucking kid doing something again.
Well, Chet got all of Rita Wilson's looks. All the rest got Tom Hanks looks.
Rita Wilson looks like a fucking skeleton, dude. She's gross looking too.
No, she does. I mean, she's like 79. She's not 79. She's in her 60s, but
I don't
she
care.
was pretty. She was pretty back in the day, but I mean, Chet Hanks is right. You should listen to him.
I'm just saying it's hilarious. Like, Chet Hanks is one of these cats that, like, you can't keep the lid on him. You can't keep the lid on him.
Dude.
He's a professional troll. Whatever happened to White Boy Summer? Are we still not in the throes of White Boy Summer?
It came and went.
Yeah,
No pun
dude,
intended.
so fast, and all that gear sold out. Like, you still can't get a White Boy Summer shirt.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna have to check.
Tom bought them all.
I like to think that that's what happened, because there was also an alternate store for Black Queen Summer. You could get Black Queen gear. Like, I would kill for a Black Queen Summer T-shirt. I would wear that every day of my life.
Yeah, hashtag me too for sure as well.
Oh, careful now. You gotta remember, dude.
We're stone cold feminists here, and we're calling you out.
It's true.
I just, I don't know. I hope my progeny is never such an embarrassment. But then again, I don't think I ever have to worry about being in the public eye in the same capacity as Sir Hanks here. Rita Wilson really does look like a Terminator robot. Like,
what
just
she is.
With a thin layer of skin stretched over her cyborg frame.
It looks like he doesn't have lenses in his glasses.
What if he didn't? What if he grabbed a tissue and just like wiped his eye off?
Of the pandemic to reveal they had contracted the coronavirus. In an interview with Today in April
Contracted?
2021,
Look at that. Yeah, Rita Wilson's
She was pretty.
fucking
I mean, dude, she's like in her
tear-down.
60s. She's
I
in her
don't care.
60s.
I don't care.
Oh, you're right. I pick a hotter chick in her 60s.
What's her name? Fucking that British chick. What's her name?
Oh,
Why can't I remember her name?
Dame Judi Dench. No, that's not it.
No, I can't remember her fucking name. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Wilson spoke about the experience of carrying antibodies, calling it extraordinary because you knew you had some protection. That's why the vaccine is also helping people. Wilson further reflected on the experience on
God,
his
look
own
at her
Instagram
fucking
back in
3
May,
a.m.
writing,
smoker's
"We share
teeth."
in the sorrow of each person who lost a loved one to this virus. I'm hopeful for so many being able to get the vaccine." For more updates to this story, head to thr.com.
See?
And for all the
Pause
latest
it.
entertainment.
That's the family. Chet's probably the best looking one.
I don't know if any of them are very good looking, dude.
No, but I'm saying, well, we're not arguing that. I'm saying the best looking one is Chet.
Yeah.
That guy to the far right is not related to them. I think that is who married his daughter over there, and that's Colin Hanks' wife to the left of him.
Yeah, she's probably the best looking one out of all of them, but I don't know about the rest of them.
He's not a bad looking dude. I mean, compared to the disgusting Hanks people are great actors, they just are fucking ugly.
Chet Hanks looks like your average Myrtle Beach fuckboy that you would see like working at a Lids or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a Wings or an Eagles, but
No. You don't see a whole lot of. You only see a certain demographic working the Wings and the Eagles. How's it going, Bite Size? Hello, Stick. Stick says I tested positive Friday for what? HIV? No, I know what you mean. I hope you feel better. Hey, Bite Size, how are you, brother?
Positive. You're fine.
Bite Size says, big up to your boy Chet Hayes. Put your carpets back on your wall, you toss pot.
Fuck is a toss pot, dude?
English slang for something, I'm sure.
It's a chamber pot, I'm sure he's referring to.
A toss pot. Yeah, I'd guess so. Stick says he tested positive for the Big D. Good man.
Oh.
What? What do you have to add to the proceedings?
What's the Big D? Is that COVID?
Who knows, dude? In other news, we got Catholic officials on edge after reports of priests using Grindr. Big fucking surprise. But that's the thing. Would you rather have them fucking dudes or your kids? I was gonna say cats, but cats in the sense of other people, other guys.
Would you rather have fucking cats? Your cats at your house?
Yeah,
domesticated.
I'm telling you, I was channeling my inner Billy Crystal. You fucking some other cats on the streets.
If like a priest starts to tell his parishioners, bring your cats in, I'll bless them. He just fucks all the cats. That'd be oughty. Come on, that'd be
just
good.
Really narrow scratch marks up and down the shaft.
Yeah. Next Sunday he comes in, he's just torn up his face and stuff and scratch marks. You know what he gets Ted Nugent.
Cat scratch. Didn't he he got caught up in some pretty
Well, yeah, he was accused of potentially having sexual relationships with underage girls back in those days.
Like every other rock star on planet Earth from the
bizarre.
60s on until recently, whatever the fuck. I mean, even Winger wrote a song, She's Only 17. Is anyone investigating that fruit? Anyway, the report hits the Roman Catholic Church in rapid succession. Analyses of cell phone data obtained by a conservative Catholic blog seem to show priests at multiple levels of the Catholic hierarchy in both the United States and the Vatican using the gay hookup app Grindr. The first report, published late last month, led to the resignation of Monsignor Jeffrey Burrill, the former General Secretary of the U.S. Bishops' Conference. The second, posted online days later, made claims about the use of Grindr by unnamed people in unspecified rectories in the Archdiocese of Newark, New Jersey. The third, published days after that, claimed that in 2018, at least 32 mobile devices emitted dating app data signals from within areas of Vatican City that are off limits to tourists. I mean, who gives a shit?
Yeah, dude.
Who gives a shit who these people are fucking, dude? Who cares?
Well, I don't think it's really about that. It's about the fact that they say you can't do X, Y, and Z.
But not anymore. I mean, the current Pope came out years ago and was like, you know what? God loves everyone. You know, he's okay with the gays. I think the world at large is okay with the gays. Like, anyone still living this day and age that has a problem with gay people, or anyone for that matter that's just living their lives, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, I mean, that's a bold statement from a bold gentleman, but these people say, like, you can't. First of all, they've never said you can be gay and we're okay with it.
The Pope said that. He said that he
did not say that, but
God's cool with the gays and he has no place fucking saying anything about the gays.
Oh,
he said the gays are welcome. Yes. The new Pope has been blasted as well as lauded for all of his more what you would call progressive views on certain matters that have traditionally been shunned by the Catholic religion. That's not any news to anyone.
Dude, he probably fucked kids too.
Probably fucked you, and that's why you're so fucking haughty about the situation.
No, they're fucking gay.
Adam was molested.
No.
Adam had the shit molested out of him.
You know he probably fucked kids too.
I'm not saying he didn't, allegedly. I'm saying that, you know, religious people or anyone, actually, yeah, I'll just say religious, anyone that's this involved with religion, yeah, generally they've got some kinks. They've got some weird shit about their lives that other people don't know about. You can't live and you can't portray these straight-laced ideologies and shit like that. I mean, this is just a job to these people. You really think most of these guys are running around like believing in the shit that they're trying to tell people that are in this book? No. You know, like this is
not, but
it's a very profitable thing to be in.
Well, the Catholic Church has their own country.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what other religion has their own country?
That's what I'm saying. You really think these guys truly believe in the things that they're trying to like teach and shit like that? Religion's always been a money grab, dude.
It's well, not for the priests. It's a pussy or asshole, a boy asshole grab.
It's a booty grab.
Yeah, it's a booty grab. It's for them. It's a bootagich.
Careful.
Bootagich.
I would love it if you got sued for something you said on a fucking obscure podcast. It looks here. It says, so like the reports of the blog, The Pillar, have unnerved the leadership of the American Catholic Church and have introduced a potentially powerful new weapon in the culture war between supporters of Pope Francis and his conservative critics. Cell phone data, which many users assume to be unavailable to the general public.
It's not. You can get anyone's cell phone data.
Yeah.
And that is something you could just pay for, and it's not illegal.
Right. When there's reporting out there that claims to expose activity like this in parishes around the country and also on Vatican grounds, this is a 5-alarm fire for church officials. There's no doubt about it, said John Gehrig, the Catholic program director at Faith in Public Life, a progressive advocacy group. The reports have put church officials in an awkward position. That's kind of funny. I don't know if they meant to make that little pun there.
They've been doing puns through this whole fucking thing. Dude.
Priests take a vow of celibacy that is in no way flexible, and the downloading or use of dating apps by clergy members is inconsistent with that vow. But officials are also deeply uncomfortable with the use of cell phone data to publicly police priests' behavior. Well, that's the thing. They're not breaking any laws. They're not doing anything, south of proper. So what the fuck? Vatican officials said they met with representatives from a blog in June, but would not publicly respond to the reports. So that's another thing too, is like, why can't they they could just as easily amend these stupid vows they make priests take. Like, what's the point of a vow of celibacy? We've already seen semen retention is not good for you in many different ways. Even though Adam claims that it's the best and that's why he has the physique that he's got, however, I am a daily bag emptier, and I don't agree with Adam's views on semen retention.
Well, no, the irony of why they're so focused on this. This is like it was a 5-alarm fire. Mm-hmm. How about you guys fucked kids for the past how many hundreds of years?
Right.
And never had to own up to it. And then when they got caught, none of them went to jail. They didn't go to jail. They just moved around. And then even when they came into fruition, they just did lawsuits. This guy gave people money. None of these fucking assholes want to jail.
That's what Harry Boothole said in the chat here. He says the Catholic Church has enough money to end world hunger, yet they spend it on lawyers to defend chomos.
Oh, well, Harry Boothole, I cannot see the chat, so that's my fault.
You could. You have the option to see the chat. You just choose not to. Fucking week after week, choose not to. Open up a goddamn tab in your web browser, like anyone knows how to do. Go to the fucking YouTube channel that you're a part of and monitor the chat. Or open it on your phone and monitor the chat. It's not like it's not happening in real time. I don't understand. This is not a hard...
The writing's small.
Oh, here we go. It's always an excuse. It's always everyone but Adam. Everyone but Adam up in his fucking palatial estate that I hope catches fire any minute. God.
All right, I'll have it up here, but I mean...
Everyone just start insulting the shit out of Adam in the chat. Let him have it today. This goddamn stupid wool nug that he's got up there. I forgot to crop that out, by the way. I should have cropped that out before the show started.
Got this from Chet Hanks. He makes them.
It's the big ups nug.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, that's basically what's going on right now. Is like, big deal. I mean, me personally, who gives a shit? This isn't that big of a deal. I think there's not really anywhere to go from fucking kids. If your church is basically known for banging kids, and the next move is, now they're just switching to gay dating apps, what's the big deal? I say problem solved in my book.
It's a step in the right direction, I would say.
Step in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
That's enough of that. Moving on. So it says here, porn made OnlyFans a powerhouse. Now it's banning sexual content after pressure from banks. I say yay. I fucking hate OnlyFans. I hate the idea of it. I hate the idea of people getting by and getting large sums of money just because they've got, boobs or a vagina, which I've never been impressed with, regardless. To me, like, the human body is just, I don't know. I could take it or leave it. Who cares?
Okay, I don't know where you're going with that, so I disagree with that. But what bugs me about this is pressure from banks.
Right.
So banks basically can stranglehold your business and say, we don't like. Granted, what you're doing is completely legal.
Right. Yeah, no one's being harmed. Nothing like that.
We don't like it, and none of us are going to allow you to do it. And banks are fucking picky about this shit.
Yeah.
They typically don't allow you to, if you're a company that does pornography or gambling, things like that, it's very difficult to find some kind. I mean, obviously marijuana.
Right.
Yeah, it's bullshit. It's complete bullshit, dude.
Yeah, I completely agree. And also, like, I'm just saying, I hate OnlyFans because I hate the idea of, like, these simp boys paying to see boobs and vaginas and shit like that. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, porn and nudity and all the craziest of sexual proclivities are available for free at a moment's notice anywhere on the internet. And as someone who has never had an issue with the opposite sex and maintaining relationships with them and shit like that, I don't understand why you can't just leave your fucking house or contact, or like, you know what I mean? Like go on eHarmony or JDate or something like that and go find you a person to have a conversation with. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, but some people are very ugly, dude.
Yeah, and there's other ugly people that are willing to fuck you.
No. There's a lot of ugly dudes, but ugly women and ugly men think they can't fuck each other. They think they're better than both of each other. You know what I mean?
Yes,
like,
and that's something they got to get over.
Ugly.
Yeah, but they got to get over that shit. I'm over here saying that, look, dude, is it easy? No. But will you feel better if you just break down the barrier and take a chance every once in a while? I'm not saying contact a stranger and be like, hey, let me put my thumb in your ass or something like that. But maybe just start up a chat. You know what I mean? Hey, how's it going? Oh, I see you've been to so-and-so. I like the picture or whatever the fuck. I've been to so-and-so too. Like, just be a human being about it. Don't be over here sliding bitches money on the internet just so that you can see a nipple. What the fuck is that? And no, I'm not saying I'm bi. I'm saying I don't understand why people have to pay for other people's nudity. I don't get that. I've never understood strip clubs and shit like that. I don't understand it. To me, nudity is not that big of a deal. I'm not a teenager anymore. Tits and ass and stuff like that, it doesn't fucking impress me.
Yeah, well, I've never been into strip clubs. It's like that's the same reason I've never been into like casinos.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a depressing.
Yes.
It's depressing. It's just a bunch of ghouls.
Yep, I completely agree.
Either trying to gamble away their money or somehow eat wings and try to they can date a stripper.
Yeah.
For some reason, and they're disgusting looking.
It's given a lot of plain-faced bitches confidence too. I don't like that. I don't like when any human being walks the earth with unearned confidence. You know what I mean? It creates a problem.
Yeah, but that's what OnlyFans is for.
Yeah, exactly. It says here OnlyFans is banning the one thing most users go to its site for: pornography. The UK-based content subscription service said Thursday it will no longer allow sexually explicit content as of October 1st. OnlyFans said the decision was taken to comply with requests from its banking and payment providers in order to ensure the long-term sustainability of the platform and to continue to host an inclusive community of creators and fans. We must evolve our content guidelines, OnlyFans said in a statement. I mean, that's the end of the company, straight up, right there. What else do they have to stand on in terms of content?
Nothing. No one wants to watch anyone do anything unless it's like, they're like shoving a fucking hairdryer up their asshole or something.
Yeah. I mean, maybe can you still do smush videos? Like, can you still do like bare feet smashing cakes? Is that because that's loosely, I mean, that's a fetish.
It's sexual adjacent, I'm assuming. So they probably would say no.
Telling you. But yeah, I don't understand,
everything else could be on YouTube.
Right. Yeah, why pay for it?
Stuff on OnlyFans that's nude can be on YouTube. We already know that.
Mm-hmm. So let's see here. Payment processors MasterCard and Visa cut ties last year with rival Pornhub after accusations the porn site showed videos containing underage sex, rape, and revenge porn. Pornhub denied claims it allows child sexual abuse material and subsequently tightened its rules to prohibit uploads from unverified users. OnlyFans said Thursday it would allow certain posts containing nudity so long as they adhere to its acceptable use policy It's not clear how that will work in practice. This sounds kind of like what YouTube does sometimes, like how they just pick and choose who to allow to continue doing things versus who they don't. Like, to me, it sounds like if you have been on OnlyFans since day one, they're going to give you some tighter restrictions, but still kind of let you stretch your legs in terms of what you can show, what you can't. But if you're brand new to the platform and you're not bringing in that much money for them and stuff like that, you're probably going to have a way harder time getting away with the same shit. That's what I'm guessing. But
Dude,
I mean,
what if Farmers Only started, like, took over OnlyFans, like the porn side of it?
Yeah.
And Farmers Only became huge.
I mean, that'd be funny.
So cool.
But
That'd be
yeah,
good. Look it up.
I really don't see how they're gonna get by on this. Because right here, it says it was saying like projected income for the following or for like 2022. Oh yeah, right here. So OnlyFans claims to have over 130 million users and 2 million content creators. The company generated a net revenue of $375 million last year, according to an Axios report Thursday, which cited an investor deck. OnlyFans expects to hit $1.2 billion in revenue this year and $2.5 billion by 2022. I don't see that happening after this.
How is that? I don't see the. They made 130 million, and then next year, is that total revenue over since they've been in the 2.5 billion?
That's the thing. I don't know, but I also don't know how they're projecting these increases in net revenue if they're gonna basically take away the bread and butter of the company. There's no way they're hitting those numbers.
No. Once they take that away, I mean, no one's watching OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Go to Farmers Only.
Stick says they have other content on there that's just videos for fans, like paid for clips or subscription videos. West of Waterford Podcast says that Dolezal chick is going to OnlyFans for feet pics and squats or possibly squirts. I hope that's not true. Harry Boothole
awesome.
says, I'm down for corn cobs and the pee. That would be some shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it says here, of course, OnlyFans is not immediately available for comment. That's about it. But yeah, I think this spells the end of OnlyFans. I really don't see that happening, because if what Stick says is true and there's just like paid subscription and shit like that, there's already things like Patreon and shit like that. There are companies that have been around for a lot longer that have this platform or this type of platform figured out. So I don't see how OnlyFans could survive in a market where that's basically what they're doing. They've relegated themselves to another paid content platform. And like you said, you can just get on YouTube and fucking get half of the shit that's going to be on there for free.
Yeah, go on YouTube and search naked yoga, people.
Yeah.
Do it. There's naked chicks doing yoga.
Stick says, I think Louder
YouTube.
with Chowder is on there too. Oh boy. In other news, R. Kelly's physician testifies the singer had herpes since at least 2007 as prosecutors allege he knowingly infected people. This story, this man, is it really any surprise? This dude's such a scumfuck.
That's the least of his worries.
I know, right? Anyone that banged Derek Jeter has herpes, and he's for some reason still regarded as a fucking hero.
Is it Derek Jeter?
Yeah. Don't you've seen those websites and shit where they try to basically create what looks like a family tree of celebrities that have slept with Jeter and therefore may or may not have contracted herpes. Like Jennifer Aniston's one of them.
Thought it was the other guy.
Allegedly. What?
It was the other guy.
A-Rod or?
Yeah, Alex Rodriguez.
They probably all have herpes, dude. Professional athletes, any man with millions of dollars at their disposal, they're probably fucking anything that will have them, as most men will probably fuck anything that will have them.
Mm-hmm.
Human beings just like to have sex with things. What are you going to do?
With things?
Yeah, with things and stuff. What? Like you can't go on OnlyFans right now and see people like Harry Boothole said, you could, I'm sure somewhere on the internet you can find somebody putting a corn cob in the pee.
Well, that was a Farmers Only joke, but
Adam, R. Kelly's personal physician of 25 years took the stand Thursday to testify about his treatment of the singer's genital herpes since at least 2007, after prosecutors alleged the singer knowingly infected multiple people with the incurable sexually transmitted disease. The singer, 54, whose full name is Robert Sylvester Kelly, you know what, dude, has pleaded not guilty to charges of racketeering and violating the Mann Act and anti-sex trafficking law. Separately from this case, Kelly faces federal child pornography and obstruction charges in the Northern District of Illinois and faces state charges for multiple counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse. He has strongly denied these accusations. One of the underlying acts alleged against him is that he knowingly infected women with herpes, in violation of public health laws that require people who have an infectious venereal disease to notify their partners about their diagnosis. On Thursday, Chris McGrath, a Chicago-based physician specializing in internal medicine, appeared in Brooklyn federal court under a subpoena and testified that he'd been treating the singer since 1994. McGrath testifies that he suspected Kelly had genital herpes as early as June 2000 because of symptoms the singer had, but a lab test to detect the virus at the time came back negative. Those tricky herpes. McGrath testified that timing of the test is important and that the test itself can give false negative results. I did not conclude that he did not have herpes, McGrath testified, occasionally referring to Kelly's medical records, which prosecutors obtained through a subpoena. McGrath testified that after examining and testing Kelly in June 2000, that he told the singer to inform your sexual partners so they can make a decision whether or not to have sex with you. McGrath said it is recommended to treat genital herpes with a drug known as Valtrex, which can be prescribed for short-term treatments, but if a patient has outbreaks of the disease more than 3 times a year, McGrath testified it is recommended that the patient take the medication every single day. McGrath said that Kelly or his associates would frequently call him for more refills of Valtrex at a Walgreens pharmacy. It was so often that I had memorized the number to that Walgreens, he said, and recited the phone number in court. Defense attorney Nicole Blank Becker pressed McGrath about the fact that the physician didn't document an official genital herpes diagnosis for the singer. The earliest documentation of McGrath prescribing the herpes treatment drug Valtrex was in March 2007, according to a medical record that prosecutors presented in court. And the earliest documentation showing Kelly had a history of genital herpes was made in a medical record from 2011, when McGrath testified his office transitioned from paper medical records to electronic ones. This is so embarrassing for someone to go through.
What if his doctor was Mark McGrath?
The dirt bike guy? Oh, wait. No, the singer from Sugar Ray?
Yeah. He shows up at court like, wait a minute, what?
Every morning there's a bump up on my genitals.
There's a bottle of Valtrex.
Yeah. All my girlfriends for postbed. Shut the door, baby. Don't say a word. On Wednesday, a woman named Geronda Pace testified that Kelly had sexually abused her in 2009 when she was 16, and after a few months of having unprotected sex or sexual intercourse with him, she developed genital herpes. She testified that Kelly did not tell her he had herpes. She said Kelly had her examined by a doctor at his home who told her to take medicine. The public health law that requires someone with a communicable venereal disease to inform their sexual partners of their diagnosis is not commonly prosecuted, said Rod. That's bullshit. It should be. If you give someone something like that sticks with them for fucking life, come on, dude.
Yeah,
that's just insane to me.
There used to be a law for for AIDS, I think, but
there still is.
It's like a cold now, so.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry, you can't take away the seriousness of AIDS. Yes, it's a little bit.
Yeah, you can.
Well, it's much easier to treat these days and shit like that, but it's still fucking AIDS.
Yeah, it kills no one anymore.
Wish it would kill you.
Good thing we raised all this fucking money. Bono, way to go, Bono.
Yeah,
how about you should have fucking worked on cancer for the past fucking 30 years, that asshole.
You still smoking cigarettes?
Yeah, he should have been working on that.
Don't worry, dude. They'll come up with AIDS. They'll come up with a cure by the time you get it.
Yeah, it's bullshit, dude.
Harry Boothole's calling it a sugar rash.
It's a good one. That's a good one.
It's line of the day. It is difficult to prove because it's not easy to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant knew he was infected when the sexual intercourse took place. I can see that. However, testimony from a doctor who was treating Kelly is damning evidence. It shows that as far back as 2007, Kelly knew he had a venereal disease. It can be proven that he knew and that he continued to have sexual intercourse. Then the offense can be proven against him. Didn't he bang Aaliyah too? God rest, bless up.
I think he actually married her or something, didn't he?
Well, that was an unofficial ceremony when she was 15, sir.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got married.
You know how he got away with that? All he did was say that they forgot her ID when they showed up to wherever it was that they got married, and they still allowed the ceremony to proceed.
And then a song came out, "Age is Just a Number."
Yeah.
So.
Dude, you know what we should do? We should have we're going to take a copyright hit, but we should get a bunch of songs together that are basically like that. Like she's only 17 by Winger, and then the Age is Only a Number song. We should get a bunch of creep songs and play them in succession of one another. We'll spin some hits, some creep hits.
Not a bad idea.
It says McGrath testified that Kelly did not pay for his medical services at all, and that Kelly often gave the physician and his wife free tickets to concerts, and at times paid for the couple to travel to concerts around the country. Prosecutors showed a photo of McGrath and Kelly together at a cigar bar in Chicago in early 2019, which McGrath said was the last time he spoke with Kelly and was taken shortly before the singer's arrest. Yeah, that's not a good look.
R. Kelly's not only spreading herpes, he's extremely cheap.
Yes. Yeah. Everything about this man's life is just embarrassing and evil. Just a bag of shit all the way around. And look at that gin-soaked doctor's face of his right there.
Do you think R. Kelly tips?
No. Do you?
Why?
Because he's a cheap man.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no. Please like the stream if you tip your waitresses and servings or wait staff. Do you tip,
Steve,
Adam?
should I call in?
You a tip guy?
Oh, dude, yes.
Are you a big tip guy?
Always, yeah.
Okay.
Even if it's terrible, yeah.
I'm the same way. I went to I don't know if I told this story already, but I think it was a week before last. I was out and about town doing some stuff for work and whatnot, but I went and had breakfast at a popular breakfast joint out here in Myrtle Beach, and my breakfast was only it was like $10 or something like that, but I tipped $10 just cause it's like when your food's that cheap and shit like that, and you could tell this poor waitress, she was having the worst time ever. Like everyone in the restaurant was just giving her shit. I don't understand people that come to beach towns and shit like that and they're in a big fucking rush everywhere they go. These are all a bunch of tourists and shit who are complaining and just, like I said, there was kids banging silverware on the tables, and the parents aren't concerned with that. They're concerned with the fact that their waitress can't give them, their eggs 10 seconds after they order it when there's 50 fucking people in the restaurant.
Were they European tourists?
I don't know, Adam. I had my sunglasses on.
Oh, well, that might have distorted
I was minding my own fucking business is what I'll tell you. That's what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I have two different subjects for Baloney Boys today. So let's go ahead and get into the Baloney Boys segment.
Do you have any dom jacks? No? All right.
You're going to be the Baloney Boy. Adam. All right. So we never have a shortage of cringy horse shit music to play on this show, and I found one that kind of goes against the grain of what we normally play on here. This is a Christian rapper. She goes by the name of Princess Vitara, and this song is called "Close Your Legs and Open Your Bible." This is
that like a chinchilla case?
Phone case? Yeah, it looks like it. But yeah, this is an official music video for the Close Your Legs and Open Your Bible video. It needs no further introduction. Let's just get into it.
Princess Vitara. Close your legs and open your Bible. Open your Bible. Open your Bible. Close your legs and open your Bible. Open your Bible. Open your Bible.
Ooh, I want that pop.
Don't let him hit. These they lay around and waste your time.
She
Please
edits
wake up in
herself.
your hip. Close your legs and open your Bible.
Oh, that's a black Asian.
Open your Bible. Lazy, no ambition. Keep these dusties far away
white
from
chick.
me. Nothing to the table, but you taking. I call that a
Puerto
leech.
Rican.
Waste of time, waste of space. Such a crime, such a shame. Took a L before, but now I'm moving on. No playing games. Everything I am, you are not. True and real, this can't be bought. Females hating, no, I'm hot. Taking off, now can't be stopped. Visions winning when I sleep.
At least the bitch can spit, all right? This is production-wise, all the way around, video-wise, audio-wise. The one thing I'll say, I'm not a fan of Christian music and shit by any stretch of the imagination. At least she put the time and effort in. You know, this isn't the worst song we've ever heard. Yeah, the subject matter's cheesy as shit, but this isn't the worst song we've ever heard.
Because her husband is like a preacher who's
Probably a
stealing
deacon.
everybody's fucking money. And he's worth fucking $80 million, doesn't have to pay taxes for anything. So she gets all these this white bitch, a Puerto Rican chick, and what appears to be an actual African chick.
I think there's some subliminal shit going on here because she's telling us to close our legs and open our Bibles, yet she's wearing a pearl necklace. Go figure.
And she was in a bathrobe on a bed with the Bible spread out.
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
nude too. This chick just wants to get banged, dude.
Hello, Joseph Fisk. Good to see you, my friend. He says, yeah, haha, shockingly nice bars. I agree. That's the one thing. Cheesiness aside, bitch can spit.
When I wake, I chase my dreams. You don't hustle, you don't eat. Loves my shepherd, got no needs. Wristwatch, real gold. Old house is sold. New house is bought. Credit on top. Tesla, no lease. Push start, no keys.
Oh no, white bitch doing the robot. Come on, man.
Close your legs and open your Bible. Open your Bible.
I had this shit stuck in my head last night when I found this.
Close your legs and open your Bible. Open your Bible. Open your Bible. Sis, don't let him hit. These
I really wish she would have just let that ride.
Close your legs and open your Bible. Open your Bible. Open your Bible.
Wait a minute. What? Why? Why?
What do you mean, why?
You're married? What if you're married? You can't fuck or something?
She's
Close your
telling
legs, don't fuck and open your Bible?
No, you're missing the point here, all right? She is chronicling all of the achievements she has made in her life because of the fact that she did not allow these expletives to hit because they're not shit. And so because she kept her legs closed, she was able to achieve all these things. And, you know, she did it through the glory of God.
She married someone who was rich.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
I do know that.
However, I do think Stick is right. Stick in the chat says that that's a hotel room. No fucking doubt. No doubt.
My guess would be that's the Waldorf Astoria.
Well, look in the mirror. Look in the mirror up here in this video. You can see other towers around it.
I understand. That's why I think though that looks like the Waldorf Astoria.
The Waldorf Astoria. I can't do a good James Earl Jones. I'm too slight of frame to be doing deep voices. Let's see. Harry Boothole says Jesus slaps. Yes, he does, but just not very well. Or I guess he slaps a little harder with those holes in his hand. The phone and the clock.
You would slap least hardest because you have a hole in your hand.
No, because you have no wind resistance, you asshole.
Yeah, but you can't get a good crack, man. You're all the crack. It's gonna come through the holes.
Crack is whack.
See, he died for your mess, so that
why is she wearing?
Have no stress, so give it to him and mess. Flock of sheep and I gotta eat. Start my ministry when I tweet. Fenty Vivi on my face. 30-inch with new HD lace. Flight at 6, I'm awake by 3. Booked and busy, need no sleep. Drip too hard is by his grades. Some of them don't believe I'm saying. When you leave, don't come back.
Okay, so I would say
Pardon
this.
Me?
Yeah.
I block fast. I left you
her
in the past.
And to the right, I would be. I'm all that. Go for those.
Yeah. So
her
wait.
to the left, I'm all set.
Wait, you want to bang the main chick?
I would. Why not? I mean, she can rap. Cool.
Wait, are you saying her and the chick to the left here?
No, I said her and to the right, I would bang.
Oh, okay.
Her and to the left, everyone to the left of her, I'm all set.
Oh, gotcha.
Open your Bible. Open your Bible. Close your legs and open your Bible. Open your
I would wear that robe.
Open your Bible. Sis, don't let him hit. They lay around and waste your time. Please wake up and get hip. Close your legs and open your Bible. Open your Bible. Open your Bible.
This kind of has Yin Yang Twins vibes.
Hey,
come on, let me whisper in your ear.
She kind of looks like one of the Yin Yang twins.
No, she does not. Don't do that, lady, like that. You're fucked up, man. Can't be
Take
saying
off that
shit.
weave. Come on.
That wasn't a weave.
Maybe.
Stick says the phone and the clock, strangely not bad. Yeah, no, it was that. Like I said, out of the shit that we've seen in the past that we've watched on this program in terms of like bad music and shit, not the worst thing we've ever seen. Cheesy subject matter, yes. Not the worst thing we've ever seen.
It's just women just doing gay shit, dude.
Well, she's certainly not the worst looking either. We've seen some fucking teardowns on this program.
True, but it's what are you doing?
What do you mean?
Close your mouth. Well, close your mouth and open your Bible. How about that?
Well, no, I mean, I don't think. Well, you have to. All right, there's a couple of things here. If we're talking about Christianity, generally, from what I've heard, like I was raised Catholic and shit like that. There were some chicks that were, giving up the mouth and giving up the butt and just saving the vagina for marriage because,
which makes no sense.
Technically, by God's standards or something, you can do that, and you're still not sinning. However,
that's how priests get away with it.
Well, however, I would argue that what would you call that? Like anal is also it's not buggery. That has to do with like a horse or an animal or something.
Sodomy?
Sodomy. Yeah. Sodomy is frowned upon in the church. So, but I digress. Plenty of ladies in the Catholic Church giving up the mouth. So I don't know. I don't know if close your mouth and open your Bible would be the same thing. Moving on to our second baloney boy, I did find more To Catch a Predator footage. This dude is even better than the guy from last week who dressed like the Undertaker. This guy right here is something else. This is a guy that you would have expected to see at like my old landlord's house, hanging out with him. So without further ado, let's get into this. Shut up.
Hello.
I hate the
Take a seat. I'll be right there.
terrible footage.
Oh, I know. It's so.
All right, so this dude's name is Donald Morrison, age 48, a.k.a. Donnie L 957 male. Kind of a weird
1957.
Or okay, yeah, sorry. Kind of a weird 1957. Weird online handle. That's giving up too much personal information, I feel like, already.
Old dude.
Yeah, old people need to stay the fuck off the internet.
Well, and if you look at the aspect ratio, this is an old video, obviously, as well.
Big time. Yeah, you're about to see some early Chris Hansen. This is young Chris Hansen. When he still kind of looked like, what's his name? Roger Palmer?
Arnold Palmer.
Donald Morrison was one of those characters
Talking about Power Station.
Had it not been
Dickhole.
for the graphic nature,
He's sweating. He's sweating like a motherfucker.
Girl, it would be comical.
He's sweating under his tits.
I just was talking to her, and she said, "Come down and visit her." I have a compulsion for younger women.
Look at that face.
No, he has a compulsion for anyone that will throw pussy his way because no one his age, older than him, or obviously younger than him, is ever gonna fuck.
No, this man's never had consensual sex, and he looks like he just got done mowing 3 lawns.
Just meeting them. I've met about a dozen of them online.
Did you ever get in trouble for it?
Well, I got in trouble because I met a girl in Michigan.
And how old was that girl?
17.
And what trouble did you get in there?
Well, her grandfather wanted me to.
Also, how many of these sex offenders do you ever see start going in on the cookies as hard as this dude's going?
I feel like a lot of them snack.
I've never seen one of these predators snack. This guy's snacking hard, too.
I think a lot of them snack on these videos.
Harry Boothole says Palumbo is my all-time favorite. Stick says, yeah, same film quality as The Mask.
Tried to charge me with something they couldn't
He's
do
talking
anything.
with his mouth open.
So they arrested me
Kyle
for
says he's way
trying
too comfortable. Yes, exactly.
For possessing child pornography because I had nude pictures of her on my
Oh, I'm sorry, let me
computer.
run it back.
They couldn't do anything. Wanted me to try to charge me with something they couldn't do anything. So they arrested me for trying for possessing child pornography because I had nude pictures of her on my computer. They ended up dropping the charges.
I see. And how did you get the naked pictures of the teenage girl?
I met her in Michigan, and I took them.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Morrison just laid it all out there.
He looks just like Palmer in this fucking shot right here. All I hear in my head is feel the heat. You can't tell me he doesn't.
Not only does he admit what he is doing that night, he tells me he's got a history of doing this sort of thing. How old was the youngest girl you ever met?
17.
17.
Oh, my ass.
Most of them are like 21, 22.
No, they're not.
Tonight, though,
no, they're
you're
not.
Come meet a 15-year-old.
Yeah, I don't know why.
You don't know why?
Well, I know why.
Well, you treat this like you forgot to pay for some candy at the grocery store.
I came to meet her because she told me that she was bored, and I said, "Well, do you want me to come down and meet you?" And she said, "Sure, come on down." So I said, "Okay." That was it. I know it's wrong. I shouldn't have done it. I knew I shouldn't have done it.
Just such a creep.
Why'd you do it then?
I don't know. Just because when people sweet talk me, I fall.
In Donald Morrison's mom,
I wonder if the fruit on the table is real.
He thinks that if a young teenage girl says it's okay to have sex, it's okay. You say, if you are ready for sex, I'll give it to you.
What?
It's a bit of like, I think this is why the show kind of faded away, because there's a degree of entrapment. It's just like, like the FBI will be like, we'll meet some dude, like some guy at a fucking mosque, and be like, "Hey, do you want to blow up this fucking bridge?"
Right. Get them to say something inflammatory.
Yeah, or they find like half a retard, happens to be Muslim, like, "Hey, you want to blow this fucking bridge up?" He's like, "Yeah, I'll blow a bridge.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and they fucking, let's meet here. We'll have all the bombs. You could blow the bridge up. Okay. And then they just, he was a fucking terrorist. Like, obviously this guy's a piece of shit. He's a disgusting human being.
Yeah.
He's gross looking.
He's a warlock.
He has terrible teeth.
He has tits that are sweating profusely through a horribly thin gray shirt.
That's why prostitution should be illegal. This guy needs to fuck.
Yes.
Get that out.
Yes.
I
agree wholeheartedly with that, because I think if you just allowed these poor hapless fucks to go off and just exchange a little bit of money, relieve their bags with an of-age woman, there would be a lot less of this. Now, there are people that are just psychologically predisposed to be predators like this. There are people who are abused and then in turn go and become the abusers and shit like that. Stories we've heard a million times. One thing I don't like about To Catch a Predator, I get that these are human beings, but I don't like when people try to humanize sexual predators in any way, shape, or form, because at the end of the day, regardless of your circumstances in life or what's happened to you, if you don't innately know what's right and what's wrong, you have no place here. I'm sorry, but you fucking know better.
Well, this is like one of the least dark ones.
Yeah.
Oh, he was coming for a 15-year-old. There was a guy on this show that was going to meet a young boy that was like 10 or something.
Yeah.
And brought his own son, his young son, with him.
Yeah, I remember that one. That's so fucking
some
dark.
Fucking dark, disgusting shit. Like, this guy he's just thirsty. He's on a thirst trap, dude. He's getting hyped up. He's frothing, but
let's see. Stick says, like the Bunny Ranch, exactly. Kyle says they should make it official, like Nevada, brothels, so you don't have to worry about human trafficking. And then Stick says, yeah, and they test them all the time. Exactly. Yeah, regulate it like anything else. It is an industry. It's an industry that's not going anywhere ever. It's the oldest profession. So I don't get it. That's the thing. Consent means everything. And if consent is there, who gives a shit, man? Back off. Let these guys unload the bag, because this is what happens.
Consent means everything if you're of age, right? So.
Of course. Yes. I think that goes without saying. Obviously, that's not what this gentleman here believes, but, Chris Hansen dealt with him accordingly.
But I have erectile dysfunction.
Gave him some cookies.
Won't get real hard.
Oh, shit. Hold on. I got to back it up.
Oh, no.
I always have to back it up when they start reading the fucking the transcript. The transcripts are the best part.
Because when people sweet talk me, I fall.
In Donald Morrison's
Adam would
mind,
fall.
he truly
down the
thinks
stairs.
that if a young teenage girl says it's okay to have sex, it's okay. You say, if you are ready for sex, I'll give it to you, but I have erectile dysfunction. Won't get real hard. Sure sounds like you were preparing for a sex act.
I was preparing for, because she said that, I said, if you saw what I said, if you want it, I will give it to you, but I'm not going to force anything that you don't want. I'm not going to force myself on you.
That doesn't make it legal, though.
I know it doesn't make it legal.
I want you to be honest with me. If I wasn't here tonight, and a young girl was, who was alone and willing to have sex, what do you think would have happened?
I could say honestly, yes, it probably would have if she would have said, hey, let's go for it.
And you don't see anything wrong with that?
Yes, I do see things wrong with it, but I have lack of judgment.
Here's this guy who's, middle-aged.
Very straightforward.
Who's, not especially well.
Do you remember the rabbi that got caught?
Doesn't appear to have a lot of money.
You brought him up last week.
I gotta forget.
Hold on, let me see if I can find that.
Tried to beg a 12-year-old boy.
Yeah. Oh, let's see here.
He said he had pennies. I don't know.
Careful.
What?
You know what you're doing.
JC pennies.
Let's see. Oh yeah, the Rabbi Predator. This one's in 1080p. I don't believe that for a second. All right, we'll watch that one after this one.
Money in his pocket, is living with his parents. You gonna tell your folks about this?
He's the producer for Five-ish.
About it.
You are?
Yes, sir.
How do you think they're gonna react?
Oh, I know. My mom's gonna take my computer and completely throw it away.
How old are his parents?
Why should you rely on your mommy to do discipline here?
Because
clearly this dude's not all the way there. That's another thing too.
No,
like this dude is fucked up.
I can think of someone that I know, but I friends with or anything, that may live with their parents as well. That may turn into something like this, I would say.
You think so?
I think so. I mean, he probably would turn eventually into something like this.
Well, the story's still unfolding, so we'll have to see.
Like I said, lack
To be
of
continued.
judgment.
Yeah, we'll check back in a couple of years.
Being lonely, having a girlfriend, physical contact with anybody, just just lost it.
Ultimately, Donald Morrison says, okay, I get what's going on here. I'm probably on To Catch a Predator right now.
Probably. The fucking host is right there in the kitchen.
When you said you thought the Dateline stories were pretty bad, did you think the stories were bad because of what Dateline did, or did you think what the guys caught on Dateline
We got an old-ass
did were
thermostat.
bad?
Some of the things that Dateline did.
So wait, let me get this straight. So when you say you thought that the Dateline stories were pretty bad, are you talking about the stories or the guys who were caught in the stories?
The guys who got caught in the stories, and I know this is probably going to be on Dateline too, so go ahead and put it on.
Oh.
Well,
thanks for your permission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna sign that release?
Once I recognized it. I recognized the voice. I don't really watch Dateline. I mean, I'm usually working
saw the cookies
2
on the
to
table.
11.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
I understand. I know who I recognize it from the voice.
And everything you've just said and done has all been recorded.
Okay.
And if you have anything else you'd like to
What
tell
the fuck?
we'd like to hear it.
You're like swarm.
Just saying that, I shouldn't have done it. I mean, this is something I normally don't.
Did he run there?
Don't go out and do.
Donald, you're free to walk out that door.
It appears he
That's
has.
the door you walked in.
Thank you, sir.
None of these guys got charged with anything.
Yeah, you said that last week
kicking
too.
Me in the pants,
Oh, okay.
You fucking jackass.
setting me straight.
You really are a one-hit wonder. You know that?
Just saying.
To say it's a bit of first and a bit of last.
Why did you catch a predator stuff twice in a row?
That's a good fucking point.
You can even monitor me if you want to.
I appreciate that.
Who's this guy in the
willing,
background?
If I could find a counselor,
Probably
I'll
an
go to counselor.
Maybe he should
executive producer.
have
Ex-pedophile?
Oh. But I think, looking
He's a
back on it
profiler.
now, there's also a little bit of showmanship going on Donald Morrison's part. He's thinking that if he admits he's got a problem and thanks me for giving him a kick in the pants, as I believe he put it, and that he'll get help, he thinks maybe he can dodge being in some sort of trouble with law
Dodging him.
enforcement. Of course, that's not going to work out very well for him.
course,
Am I gonna be
it did work
arrested when I
out.
go out there?
That's not up to me.
Okay.
He's sweating even more.
Oh, you're free to go.
Look, the sweat has gotten like way worse.
It's a plan, dude.
It's precipitated.
The way this is set
You
up,
can slip away.
There was some tendency.
Oh, true. Yeah, he loses that shirt. He's gonna be
here.
Out the front
Yeah.
door as
Go back just a couple seconds and look at the back of his hair. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude. That's
There's like a line down, like someone took razor or like one of those clippers and just went and just.
Yeah, this dude's just fucked up all the way around.
I mean, he's living his best life, clearly. So
Kyle says, well, at least he has a job, my God. And he says maybe this guy actually has a big brain and he's so comfortable because he knows he can't go to jail. Maybe he did know the law and he was like, yeah, this is entrapment. I'm going to walk free after this. Who knows? But all I know is when you're tucking a t-shirt into khaki shorts with what seems to be a braided belt, you probably fuck kids.
For some of these guys to try to go out the front door as opposed to the back door.
Where's the door at?
Straight back.
This guy's just
right through that door right there. He steps off that back step, which is kind of a big step, and boom, Fort Myers police are right on.
Why does he have to get on the ground, by the way?
Because
they could he literally was doing nothing. He could just handcuff him.
Probably not a great threat.
I knew this was going to happen when Dateline was in there.
But you never know what
he looks better with the glasses off.
You never know how somebody might react once they walk out of a house after being on television.
I'm diabetic.
What?
No, sir. Go with your knees to your chest. Roll up.
That sweat is just getting all over.
It's humid.
The arrest is made. Morrison goes.
What happened to his glasses?
You know, a diabetic.
They said they grabbed it.
And they didn't want to take any chances, obviously, so they actually took him to the hospital. You know, he was actually handcuffed, as I recall, to the stretcher as he went in. He was treated and ultimately released and was processed and charged.
Donald Morrison, you're charged with a sex offense against a child, fondling a victim 12 years of age or up to 15 years, and obscene communications with a computer to seduce or solicit a child.
Your Honor, may I ask a question?
Oh, shit.
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir. All right, so it says Donald Morrison was found guilty of computer pornography and solicitation of a minor. So I guess he did get fucked. Who knows?
Not for what he did that day. Clearly, he had child pornography on his computer.
What? Here, let me pop this one over here. We're gonna satisfy Adam here with his predator rabbi here. Let's see. Let me pop this back over. All right, this is the To Catch a Predator, the Rabbi Predator in 1080p, which again, it's a couple seconds in and
not in 1080p, but
it's not 1080p. It's not even close to 1080p.
Investigation. We had a better house, arguably a better location. I was more comfortable. You know, you're always a little bit anxious.
What is this music?
You know, at least my heart wasn't in my throat the whole time.
It's a better location.
Just hours into the investigation. The
we sprinkled
first
dollar
visitor
bills.
Came bounding
Informer.
in. Like photos of himself performing oral sex on another man to somebody he thought was 13. And like so many of the other men
Was it
who
Brando?
ultimately visited us in Fairfax County, Virginia, this guy
I'm gonna
was a
make you a
prominent member of society.
You said he was 17.
K-Steam.
Hello? Can you turn up the heat? Look at that cell phone.
Hey, hold 1 second. I gotta change my shirt. Yeah.
Okay.
You're wasting electricity.
I gotta ask, you still gonna be up for tonight after seeing your girlfriend?
We'll see.
Oh.
The level of comfort we see by watching these guys before I have my interaction says to me they're either very comfortable taking part in this activity, or they've done it before, or they've spent so much time chatting online with someone they think is a teen that they don't believe there's any danger at all. Now, earlier in the chat, he had talked about going out to dinner with his girlfriend and then perhaps coming over to meet the boy after that. And just as he finishes that ha ha ha, he turns around and I walk into the room. And you see this physical reaction on his part. And he knows that his life is about to change. So how can I help you?
No.
I'm gonna sue you.
Oh, no.
I suggest you sit down.
Oh, shit.
And take your hands out of your pockets, please.
What? He calls me over. I come over.
That's something good. Why don't you tell me what your plan was?
Look at that cool-ass bar in the background if they showed it again.
This isn't good. Not good? I think that's kind of an understatement, isn't it?
Can I know who you are, please?
I want to know a little bit more about why you were here.
I'm the lead singer of the power station.
Now, I don't want to lie to him.
Look, he's already breaking out some fucking lawyer laws.
Yes, he is. Some lawyer laws.
Well, I'm happy to tell you who I am, but I also want to go over some of this chat log with you.
I would love it if they would show how old this video is, and like one of them breaks out a Fruitopia and starts sipping out of it.
We're setting up a meeting with a 13-year-old boy. Okay, you're only 13. Yep, 13. For a 13-year-old, you handle yourself pretty well. Yes, you are.
What does
very
that mean?
cute, and when boys are that cute, they usually look like their moms.
Oh.
So you pretty much thought you were coming here to meet a 13-year-old boy named Conrad. Do you have anything
he
to
is
say
not
for
comfortable. There's no cookies for him in this
I like
one.
sucking and being sucked.
What if there was a take
I
a
like
penny,
to
leave a penny?
And now I'm getting ready to ask him what he does for a living. I already know, but I want to hear it from him. What do you do for a living?
A rabbi.
A rabbi.
That's not going to play well.
Now, presumably, you counsel families and children in your position as a rabbi. Children. What are you doing as a man of God?
This is
as a
so
rabbi
uncomfortable.
in this house, trying to meet a 13-year-old boy?
I'm really, I don't want to do anything that's going to further make you angry.
Oh, I'm not angry.
You're coming across in a very angry and authoritative sense.
Look at this bag of shit.
I've asked you for identification as to who you are, and you've yet to show it to me. Right now, all that's happened is that I'm sitting in a house.
And you sent,
Oh my God, he's
pornographic pictures
He's
through the mail.
trying to get litigious.
Okay, that's a federal offense right there.
You know I'm in trouble, and I know I'm in trouble. I am not interested in getting any further. This is not something that I've done.
You've never done this before.
Kyle says, "Stop being mean to me, LOL." Yeah, exactly. That's
You know,
basically
because I
the
hear
approach
that a
he's
lot.
taking.
You see a reaction on his face, and that pretty much seals the deal. He wants to know right then and there.
That seals the deal.
Who I am.
I'm Chris
And so I tell him.
Hands.
I don't understand why I can't have some of them think
I'm more than happy to tell you who I am. I am Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on computer.
Oh, there's the camera with the lights on.
You don't want to touch anybody. You don't want to. It was really one of the only times, really, where somebody actually physically lunged at me. Now, looking back, I really don't think I was in much danger.
Well, what do you
Obviously,
think?
see how the security system works. Our guy stepped in, took care of it.
Hey,
and diffused
gentlemen,
the
sit
situation.
down. Don't reach at our producer.
Sit down. Sit down. You don't have
It's Master Poe. This is how you're spin kicking pedophile.
The guy across the power of Christ compels you.
Us.
We got phone calls from him for months, and he was downright mean. He blamed us for his situation, and we offered him the chance to do an interview. He initially said yes, but only if we didn't show the video from the house, didn't show his face.
Oh
or
my
identify
God.
what he did for a living.
This
And
guy's such a
obviously,
piece of
Those
shit.
were conditions we could not meet.
And
In
just
this
really,
investigation,
really
unlike the more
fit
recent
in the
ones,
profile.
we did not have police doing a parallel investigation. These guys walked away. We did, however, interview the Fairfax County, Virginia police afterwards, and Perverted Justice supplied police with the chat logs. So ultimately, a lot of these guys were prosecuted.
All right. It says, since the original sting operation in August 2005, 4 of the 5 men featured were arrested and sentenced.
What do you think the one that wasn't arrested was?
Maybe he was paragraphed. Oh, gentlemen. It says Rabbi David K. was sentenced to 6.5 years in prison with 10 years of supervised release. He got fucked.
I wonder if he ever served any time. I thought he ended up suing him or something.
Who knows, man? Damn, dude, he's rolling around with that dad clip with that cell phone, man. I miss flip phones. It says the sentence was harsher than expected because the judge felt that K lied during his trial. Oh, shit.
He lied.
Oh, there he is. Holy shit. Yo, they fucked his shit up. 64. Damn. Look at that. Look at his like weird beady eyes. This dude's a creep.
He obviously fucked kids before this.
Right, of course. I mean, yeah, I feel like none of these guys this isn't their first time doing this shit. And like Chris Hansen said, this dude was so comfortable walking in there and just like acting like, oh, this is another day of my life. This is just so fucking creepy that these people are out here just...
Are you doing Shabbos?
Okay. He wouldn't touch any of the light switches.
Yeah. That's why he was offended by those cameras, dude.
He was sex offended by those cameras.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, he was in Maryland too. Wonder if he was taking a trip up to the Poconos.
That's in Pennsylvania.
Oh wait, that's Pennsylvania. God damn it. It's that accent that gets me, dude. It's the accent.
It's very similar. Very similar.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of The Wire, so like they say like "tu" instead of "two" and shit like that. I don't understand the accent. To me, like I can do a lot of accents, maybe not the best, but like that's one accent I cannot do. I can't do like Maryland and shit like that. I just don't get how the inflection works, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you want me to say? I don't know.
Anything. You're a co-host for a fucking talk show, dude. Anything.
Hey, let me riff off this accent. Yeah, I get it, man. Yeah, shit, man. I don't know.
Certainly not asking for that type of retort, but that's the thing. If that's what you feel you have to say, or that's how you feel you have to say it, then by all means, God bless. Stick says it's sad to think of how many they got to before they got caught, or how many. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying there. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like, it was probably so easy for them to get these guys online to say these things and shit. And the scary thing is that, yeah, like it's like drugs across the border, you know, like for every shipment they catch, there's like 1,000 that get through that they don't catch.
Can you see how many likes are on that video?
What, on the rabbi video? Oh, 311.
311.
312.
Oh, no longer 311.
Let's see. Oh, the first... Hold on, let me pop this back so people can see. The first comment on this video here is from Hugh Jorgen. And it says he won't put pork in his mouth unless it's some dude's pork sword.
Nice. Nice.
I like that the guy's name is Hugh Jorgen.
He knows what he's doing.
Oh, shit.
He's a patriot.
Let's look at some of these. It says a priest, a rabbi, and a 13-year-old boy enter a chat room. Yeah, this one was a little bit darker than the other guy. At least the other guy, like, he looked funny and had a funny voice and shit like that. This guy is just a straight up creep.
Yeah, that guy was just, yeah.
It's so weird, man. I'm so glad I never encountered any of this shit in my life. Like,
I thought that was going somewhere.
What were you saying?
I'm so glad I never was a pedophile.
No, I'm just glad I never like had to deal with anyone making advances on me when I was a young man.
I agree with that too, man. I feel like there's a lot of that going on or something.
Yeah. I think the only thing that ever came close to it, hello Rabbi, we see Rabbi in the chat there. Sending out his usual messages of politics and whatnot. Kyle asks, has there ever been a woman on the show? That would be interesting. I don't believe so. Statistically, women are not very likely to be sex offenders. Like, and I also think that
that's not true.
Well, I'm saying they get a pass most of the time because psychologically, like, generally when they do go after younger people, it's generally like teenagers or something like that. Like a high school kid, of course, is going to be like, 9 times out of 10 be like, oh, word up, dude. Just bang my hot teacher or whatever the fuck.
Well, you don't know if any of those guys identified as women either, so
that's what you're adding. That's what you're adding to the proceedings.
Well, I'm sorry, you're adding dog barks, so.
Yeah, I don't understand what's going on out there. The dog, dude, that fucking dog has been pissing me off so badly today. Every time it rains or anything like that, or if anyone moves outside, that's what I get to deal with.
Well, it's better to be pissed off than pissed on. You know?
Careful, we haven't started the outro music yet.
Oh, damn it.
You dumb bitch. Stick says, I did one time, LOL. What do you mean? Like you were sexually harassed as a child? Because
harassment.
Jesus Christ. Can somebody get the fucking dog under control? I know I'm not the only one here. But basically, like, the closest thing that ever happened to me, like, I was 16 and I worked at a restaurant. It's a popular seafood chain. And one of the...
Yes, I'm aware.
Yeah. One of the fellow coworkers of mine was, I think, in his early 20s. Like, I think he was like 20 or 21, something like that. But would just continuously make advances towards me and shit like that, and would like leave creepy love notes and shit around the restaurant for me and stuff like that. No, not Long John Silver's hairy boot hole.
No, it's not that kind of chain.
It was Red Lobster. And again, like I don't have, like, that's the thing is, like, I've been hit on in my life. When you're an attractive Adonis such as I, you're gonna get hit on by people from all walks of life. My issue is that I was 16 and this person was a legal adult. So it got a little creepy, and it got to the point where like other coworkers were coming up and asking me if I was okay and shit like that, and like it just got weird, and management couldn't be bothered. The manager there was fucking one of the other managers, of course, and they both had really, really bad, obvious cocaine problems. And so they would lock themselves away in this office, and you would just hear, bags slapping skin and stuff like that. And you would hear a lot of really pronounced snorting noises and shit like that. And so yeah, I knew that like my plight was not going to be heard. So I eventually had to tender my resignation. Nothing else really came of it. Yes, Red Lobster, Kyle. It certainly wasn't Captain D's either. I don't know if you guys have Captain D's in Colorado.
No, it was Dick's Last Resort. What was that seafood place, that all you can eat seafood place in Myrtle Beach?
Which one?
It was a buffet. I don't know. Was the at the ship?
About Original Benjamin's?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one with the ship, and then the pirate that greets you.
All the snow crab you can fucking eat, dude.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of. God damn it. Speaking of the pirate that greets you, it was the same guy for years. Now, it's my uncle.
Who's a woman?
No.
Oh.
He's just
I thought there was a twist to that.
No, he's just a pirate at Original Benjamin's, and he greets people and opens the door for them.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
I guess. I don't know. That's a little. I don't know. You couldn't pay me enough to get into a pirate uniform and open the door.
$100 an hour, you wouldn't do it. You would do it for $50 an hour.
No, I'm sorry. Dignity means a little bit more to me, Adam.
I would do it for $50 an hour.
You do a lot of things I wouldn't do for money, but I'm better than you, so it makes sense.
Well, I'm not going to say anything about that, but
I've been better than you for a very long time, and you know it.
Oh, okay. Well. Who? Never those barking dogs, dude.
Yeah, no, that's trust me. As soon as I'm done with this show, there's going to be a conversation had.
Oh, okay.
Rabbi says free Logan in the chat. Yeah, somebody send that kid a fucking computer that works.
That's been our third distraction. Like we said, he's in Haiti. He can't get back.
Logan's
the U.S. is
helping out with the
evacuating
relief.
everyone. Isn't that in Haiti?
I'm pretty sure I saw Logan fall off an airplane in Afghanistan.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that was in Haiti. Sorry.
He really does look like a young Afghan boy sometimes.
No, he doesn't.
Kyle says, I really enjoy Red Lobster. I don't want to hear any horror stories. Nobody enjoys Red Lobster.
No one.
With their dehydrated crab meat.
I don't know if you've ever been to a Red Lobster if you just said you enjoy it.
Well, wait. Kyle lives in Colorado, so he gets a pass. That's a landlocked state. I get it. That's a little different. I get that.
First of all, Kyle, the type of people that go to Red Lobster are the type of people that don't tip.
Careful. I knew he was going to say that. I knew he was going to say that. When I lived in Colorado, though, I frequented Red Lobster. That was like my if I couldn't take it anymore.
Exactly.
Well, I'm saying if I couldn't take it anymore and I really needed seafood. I'm a seafood man. I enjoy seafood, and I'm not like you. I don't have the work ethic to go buy seafood or have it flown in with my millions of dollars and cook it at my fucking house. Yeah. I would go to Red Lobster. I would get, whatever it was. I think it's the Ultimate Feast or whatever it's called. And then I'd always order like an extra lobster tail because, like I said, they have that dehydrated lobster meat and shit. It's just unacceptable. Rabbi says the biscuits are awesome. Yeah, the biscuits are okay. I'm not.
Okay, I was saying that when he interrupted me.
No one interrupted you. It was in the chat, you fuckboy.
Well, I was looking at the chat. I said those bread things were good.
You're never looking at the chat.
Oh, yeah. Well, Robbie should have been here to begin with, but
he is here. He's in the chat.
Yeah, he's here and he's something else too.
Oh, you can talk about not tipping, but you can't call Rabbi the Q word. You said the D word earlier too.
What?
You're a hate monger. Yeah, you're just
what D word?
You know what you said. I'm not going to say it. Again, I'm better than you, and I always...
Dumbledore?
No, I will always choose the moral high ground when it comes to anything that you do, Adam. I need you to understand how much better than you I truly am. What are you doing with your lights? You what?
I hit the plug, and it's kind of...
Rabbi says the Q word is quality.
Yep.
Rabbi, you're here. You're quality. Get used to it.
You're here. That's for sure.
I like how Rabbi chose to stay in the chat. Are you still at work, bud? I was wondering why I didn't hear his voice. Normally you hear his voice creep into the conversation. Stick says, I want the best crab legs. Of course, who doesn't? My new seafood place of choice here in Myrtle Beach is Captain George's. They're a classy joint. I really do wish they would get the person that hands out the crab legs to be a little bit more liberal with that, because they try to give you like 2 knuckles at a time. And I'm like, bitch, if I'm paying $50 or $50+ for a buffet, I need you to get the fuck out of the way so I can fill my plate up. That's really, what else are we there for? It certainly isn't the crab cake.
Do they have soft shoe crab there too?
Well, if you were there,
or soft shell, I'm sorry, soft shell crab?
Yeah, you know what you did.
Okay.
Bag of shit. I still can't believe you're going to fucking fly into North Carolina and not see me.
Dog, that's like a year away, buddy.
I don't care. It's the fact that you told me about it already and that you already established you're not going to come hang out.
I don't know. There could be things changing. Vaccinations and stuff. I can't go. I'm not going to go.
Oh, you know how much I would love it if they just... If your job required it.
I would lie. I would say, yeah, I got it.
You can't, dude. You can't.
Or I'd say,
they're gonna give you the RFID chip.
Religious exemption. Religious exemption.
What religion?
The anti-vax, anti-COVID-19 vaccinationism.
No, you need to start thinking about this stuff now. See, because I just sprung one on you, and that's exactly what they're going to do to you whenever you try to get into the office. You need to have these things pre-planned.
They're not allowed to ask you what religion. That's against the rules.
Well, I think
that's against the rules.
I'm already picking up on your religion. Oh, let's see here. What does it say? So Stick's going to Captain George's for his birthday on September 13th. Kyle says, now I want seafood. Damn it. Why can't Colorado have an ocean?
I know, buddy.
Yeah.
I agree.
Let's see here.
Speaking of birthdays, wow.
What? September 13th?
There might be a birthday coming up for the podcast next week.
What?
I guess that is a what. I don't know.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I don't get what you're saying. Oh, September 11th?
No, August 28th is next Saturday.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, what do you want us to do for your birthday?
I don't know.
You want a cake? You want me to ship you a cake from Myrtle Beach?
Ship me some steamed crab legs.
Yeah.
They'll keep. They'll be fine.
Wait, shit. Saturday is the 28th?
Yeah, buddy.
Fuck, I was supposed to go up to Wilmington. I was gonna say we were gonna have to reschedule the show, but if it's your birthday, can't be.
Ain't nothing going on in Wilmington, dude. Get
Yeah,
out of
you know
here.
damn well my sister up there.
Yeah, nothing's going on there.
Rabbi says, by the way, R. Kelly had Aaliyah killed 1 month before 9/11.
It's true.
That is only the type of shit that Rabbi would come up with. Stick says the cake is a lie. No, it's not. I would mail Adam a cake. Like I wouldn't wrap it in anything. I would just go buy one of those Walmart shit cakes. I'd put it in a box and I'd send it. Nothing to stabilize it, nothing to keep it fresh or anything. I would just throw that piece of shit in a cardboard box and mail it.
I'm not really into cakes anyways, so.
Rabbi says, I'll order Adam a cheese pizza. Don't worry, he's already got plenty on his hard drive. Save your money. Save your shekels, Rabbi. What are you going to do for your birthday? You just going to clown around the house? Feel sorry for yourself?
I'm not going to do anything like I always do. I don't do anything.
Of course. I hate that because like I generally do the same thing, but I'm not so cavalier about it like Adam. Adam's like, I'm too cool to be doing anything on my birthday. Whereas I'm like, no, I just get depressed that I'm getting older and that I'm 1 year closer to, living in a coffin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't care. Whatever. It's just, yeah.
If I was there, you wouldn't be doing nothing. We'd be hitting that Dave and Buster's on the sober tip, playing
No,
Time Crisis.
No, we would not. You'd be breaking some rules that day if we were going to Dave and Buster's. We'd get Skylar. It'd be like Scarface, dude. Scarface
I'd be
and
breaking some rules.
It'd be Scarface and that. What was the shooter that was in there? That we were.
Oh, House of the Dead.
Yes. Okay, so that was the dead. We would cone it off. Not let anyone in there.
Hire Elias to stand out front, guard the curtains.
Just open carry. David Buster.
That would be non-negotiable for him. Be like, as soon as you walk in there, he'd just be like, "Look, bitch, I don't want to hear any shit. Yeah, I got one on me. So what?"
Yep.
Kyle says, "Yeah, me too. Birthdays just make me depressed." Rabbi says, "How about Delta 8s since he won't go to the store?" No, dude, Adam's sober now. He's working his steps. He's working the steps.
No, I've been lazy for weeks, like to go to the weed store and get weed. I just haven't got it in weeks.
It's crazy because you live in Colorado. There's no laws you're breaking. It's the most convenient thing. There's a
totally
million
is.
on your way to and fro work.
There actually isn't on the way. Okay, there is. That's a lie. There is.
I was gonna say I know. I lived in Colorado. I know that there's 1,000 within a stone's throw.
Yeah, there is. I just forgot yesterday. I just was like, I just want to go home, and I didn't think of it. So
you want to go home?
But I'll have to get some for next week. Yeah,
maybe. Who knows? Maybe you can just be straight edge. Maybe you can just live a clean life like Daddy.
No,
you don't want it. You don't want to be on the straight and narrow like me?
But there's nothing straight about what path you're on. But
again, I'll always be better than Adam in every single way. I'm a better dresser.
I can name a few ways you're not currently, but go ahead.
Is that right? My lack of homeowner status amongst many other things.
Maybe one. I don't think it's a lot of things. That's just one of them.
You should come up with a flow chart to determine who's better than who. Maybe that's what we could do for your birthday episode. We'll leave it to a vote. We'll take a poll and we'll come up with some kind of No, we're not doing a 3-hour show. God damn it, Rabbi. I'm not doing another 3-hour show for a very long time. It's too fucking much.
I'm open to it.
You're open to a lot of things.
Oh, okay.
Stick says, "What's Adam OG on his phone?" Adam's probably watching the chat right now.
I'm not watching the chat. I have the actual stream up, but the chat's not.
Oh, I got you. I don't know why I still have the comments for this fucking YouTube video up. I was gonna say, let's see here. Kyle says, "Yeah, I'm down. I missed most of the show." No, there's no 3-hour show
today.
today.
What I got on my phone. It's one of those like holder things.
Oh, it's called a pop socket, sir.
Well, this one's like, yeah, you can detach it. I had some other ones that may have been insensitive, but
No, because no one would ever know what the fuck that was. No one's up on Ukrainian this and that, all right?
Oh, okay.
You half Scottish fruit.
Call in. We'll see.
Call in Quinn.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, let's get the fuck out of here. Thank you all for joining us for another installment of the Brass Tacks Podcast. I'm clearly running on empty, and I need food and anything else to sustain my life here. I love you all. If you have any suggestions for the show or anything you want to see us cover, please email any of your suggestions to therealbrasstacks@gmail.com. Go follow our Instagram page. It's The Real Brass Tacks. Generally, I don't really put much on there unless we're going to like change a show date or something like that. So just get on there if, check it periodically in case some shit pops up. Go like the Facebook page, Brass Tacks Podcast, pretty standard. Other than that, it looks like we'll be back again next week for Adam's stupid birthday. And if you have any suggestions or anything you want us to do for Adam's birthday, you know where to send them. And Adam, if you have any plugs, now's the time to pull them out.
Free Julian Assange, obviously.
Oh, somebody's reading the chat, finally.
Edward Snowden as well. But, fight, government tyranny when you can. Oppose it. It's becoming really bad right now.
Is this really the platform for that?
I would think so, people. So don't let them make you show your papers to do stuff. Fight against it. Fight the power.
And make sure you're subscribed if you're not. Like the stream if you haven't already.
And it's nice to be important. It's more important to be nice.
Bye, everyone. See you next week.